Alright, what's up guys? Brian here, and this is my Lucha Underground review from last night's episode. So let's just get right into it. Of course, last night's episode featured two big things. One was the finals of the Cueto Cup tournament. The other was the Lucha Underground Championship on the line between Johnny Mundo, the champion, and the challenger, Rey Mysterio. We started off last night's episode with a mask versus mask match. It was Sexy Star versus Veneno. This one did not last very long because Joey Ryan came out and took the mask off of Veneno to reveal that it was Cortez Castro under the mask. So, if you remember last week, Joey Ryan told Dario Cueto that he thought that Veneno was Cortez Castro, and that's what made Dario Cueto make the match between Sexy Star and Veneno a mask versus mask match. Obviously, the whole story between these two, with I don't know if they're not, because when they first started showing Joey Ryan and Cortez Castro, they were, they were supposed to be partners on the police force, and they were supposed to be investigating the Dario Cueto and his business and stuff. But and now they're having where Joey Ryan is supposed to report to Dario Cueto if he suspects anything suspicious and stuff like that. So it'll be interesting to see what happens over the next couple of what's going to happen next with these two in this whole storyline. Moving on, we had the finals of the Cueto Cup tournament. It was Prince Puma taking on Pentagon Dark. It was an amazing match. A lot of hard hitting action in this one. Both luchadors gave it their all, gave it everything they had. But in the end, it was Prince Puma hitting the 630 to become the recipient of the first ever Cueto Cup trophy. Like I said, I thought this was a pretty amazing match. I thought it was a pretty incredible matchup between two very gifted luchadors, Puma and Pentagon. Like I said, it was both these guys. It wouldn't have mattered who would have won, but Prince Puma with the 630 defeating Pentagon Dark. So now that means with that win, he gets a title opportunity at the Lucha Underground title at Ultima Lucha 3, and he would face either Johnny Mundo or Rey Mysterio or whoever the champion is going into Ultima Lucha 3. And speaking of the Lucha Underground Championship, that was also on the line in the main event of last night's episode. It was Johnny Mundo defending against Rey Mysterio. This one was actually a pretty good match until the end. Of course, in every title match, there's the referee goes down, and then Johnny Mundo was going to use the Lucha Underground title belt on Rey Mysterio, but Rey Mysterio's son Dominic came out, and when Mundo went to go try to hit Dominic with the belt, Dominic speared him, knocked him down. Rey Mysterio would then, if I remember correctly, he hit the 619, or went to directly pin him, and as the referee was making the count, Dario Cueto would pull the referee out of the ring, and would basically get into the ring, confront Rey Mysterio. What are you doing? Why are you having your son interfere? He would push Rey Mysterio. This would lead to Rey Mysterio dropping Dario Cueto into the ropes, hitting the 619 on him. and then that would allow Johnny Mundo to grab the Lucha Underground Championship belt and hit Rey Mysterio in the back of the head with it, knocking him to the mat, and then hitting his finishing move, and thus retaining the Lucha Underground Championship. So it is now going to be Prince Puma challenging Johnny Mundo for that Lucha Underground title at Ultima Lucha 3. I wonder what's going to happen next with Dario Cueto and Rey Mysterio. Given, the history between Dario's brother Matanza and Rey Mysterio, now Rey Mysterio has an issue with Dario Cueto. I could understand, Dario said that he's banned everybody from ringside. He banned all the Lucha Underground superstars from ringside, but he didn't say anything about Rey Mysterio's son. He just said that any Lucha Underground superstar that gets involved would be fired by him personally. But that didn't include Rey Mysterio's son. So, Dario Cueto screwed Rey Mysterio out of becoming the Lucha Underground champion. So it'll be interesting to see what happens, next with that whole story. But overall, my thoughts on last night's episode. I thought it was a pretty good episode. I thought my two favorite matches out of last night's episode was the Cueto Cup Finals and the Rey Mysterio Johnny Mundo match. Even though I didn't care for the ending of it, I thought that those two matches, as well as the Mask versus Mask match, I thought was pretty good. But I thought those two other matches, it sets up Ultima Lucha 3. So, with that being said, if you guys watched last night's episode, let me know what you guys thought of it in the comments below, and what do you think is going to happen next as far as going further with these storylines. So, with that being said, this has been my Lucha Underground recap for last night's episode. As always, I am Brian, and thank you for watching.